Elite forces are the most highly disciplined and mission-capable units in the world, yet some have risen above others due to their sheer efficiency or deadly tactics. Today, we'll be presenting you with the 10 most elite forces in the world. The British Royal Navy Special Boat Service. On top of being incredibly secretive, this special unit is basically the UK's equivalent to the US Navy SEALs. The origins of the Special Boat Service dates back to World War II, founded in July 1940 by a commanding officer, Roger Courtney, on the shores of Glensannock's Isle of Arran, was initially named the Fall Boat Troop, after the type of folding canoe employed in raiding operations and then renamed No. 1 Special Boat Section in early 1941. This team is so demanding that it has a 90% failure rate for the selection process, and also includes a 4-week endurance test that gets more challenging every week. To make things even worse, the final test involves a 40-kilometer march, which is around 24.8 miles, that must be completed in under 20 hours. That's only the second stage of training. If you were to somehow survive this incredibly taxing training method, you'll end up mastering weapons handling, jungle training, complex fighting, and combat survival before you even become part of the elite unit. The Special Boat Service has been deployed against some of the world's biggest threats and terrorist groups, including Al-Qaeda, ISIS, the Taliban, and rescue missions in Sierra Leone and Libya. The NGIG. Next on our list is none other than the National Gendarmerie Intervention Group, hailing from France. Name one type of rescue operation and these guys have already done it, twice. The GIGN has already rescued school children in Djibouti, captured war criminals in Bosnia, and they specialize in counterterrorism, hostage rescue, surveillance of national threats, and targeting organized crime. They also successfully assaulted a hijacked Air France flight at Marseille-Marignan back in December 1994. However, their biggest achievement yet was even more baffling than all of the previous ones. They seized the Grand Mosque in Mecca in 1979. You might probably know that non-Muslims are prohibited from entering the holy city, and extremist rebels have taken over the Mecca to overthrow the House of Saud. So what did the GIGN do? Well, a team of 3 GIGN commandos briefly converted to Islam and helped plan the recapture of the mosque. Following their motto, to save lives without regard for one's own, GIGN is known to hunt down any threat to the nation and its people. They are also extremely low profile, and it's even against French law to publish pictures of their faces. United States Army Special Forces. Simply known as the Special Forces, the USA Green Berets, as they are also called, have shown that you don't need to have a particularly noteworthy special ops name to be badass. Their official motto is Der Oppresso Liber, to liberate the oppressed, while their insignia bears an arrowhead with a saber and 3 lightning bolts. Their deadliest asset is their world-class snipers, regarded as some of the best in the group. The snipers within the Green Berets train for 7 full weeks with the best in the USA, and the whole group is specialized in coalition support, humanitarian assistance, peacekeeping, and counter-drug operations. GROM. Right up in the 7th spot, we have GROM, hailing from Poland. GROM translates into Group for Operational Maneuvering Response, but it also means thunder in Polish. This unit has its beginnings in the exiled Polish paratroopers of World War II, labeled the Silent Unseen. The story goes that 315 men and 1 woman trained for months in Great Britain before jumping into occupied Poland to oppose the Nazi hold there. GROM is specialized in rescue operations, including hostage recovery and counter-insurgency missions. They are experts in pyrotechnics, vehicle handling, parachuting, amphibious insertion, and medical expertise. Among their most noteworthy feats, in 1990, they were organized after Operation Bridge, a mission made to help Soviet Jews enter Israel, and their elite counter-terrorist force managed to detain the Hezbollah threat in the area just by being there. China's Snow Leopard Unit. The Snow Leopard Unit used to be known as the Snow Wolf Commando Unit precisely because they take into account the tenacity and sheer efficiency of the Arctic wolves, plus their incredible ability to survive even in the harshest climates. Well, the Snow Leopard unit seeks to imitate precisely that. They are incredibly resilient, organized, and several times deadlier than your average pack of wolves. They spend 5 years training in secret to learn the best tactics to counter terrorism, control riots, and prevent hijacking, on top of being experts at bomb disposal, seen especially at the 2008 Summer Olympics in Beijing. The Snow Leopard unit has trained besides the Russian Special Task Force to better learn how to manage anti-terror situations and quickly defuse them. Priding themselves mostly on the speed and accuracy of their marksmanship, their spirit of self-sacrifice, and immense strength. On top of that, each of their recruits need to first serve in the People's Armed Police for 1 to 2 years before they undergo physical and psychological tests. Special Services Group. The Special Services Group is the special ops of the Pakistan Army. They are permanently tasked with 5 main missions: foreign internal defense, reconnaissance, direct action, terrorism, and unconventional warfare, which happens to be their specialty. For their training regime, trainees have to march 36 miles in 12 hours and run 5 miles in full gear in just 50 minutes. The group is so expert in rescue missions that they once marched into a building and rescued more than 35 people who were taken hostage from the army headquarters. They were also involved in the historic Indo-Pakistan Wars and the Soviet-Afghan War. Up of that, they rescued passengers during the Pan Am Flight 73 hijack, and also once rescued hostage children from a hijacked Afghan school bus in just 20 seconds. You heard right. In less than half a minute, they finished 3 terrorists, rescued the children, and escaped the hijacked bus. If that's not elite, then we don't know what is. Unidad de Operaciones Especiales. Unidad de Operaciones Especiales was the elite special operations force of the Spanish Navy and Marines until it was absorbed into the newly formed Naval Special Warfare Force. UOE has one of the roughest training regimes among special units, where trainees need to complete basic training, undergo many medical and psychological reviews, and also serve in a conventional unit to boot. Established as the Volunteer Amphibious Climbing Company unit in 1952, some of these tasks include long-distance matches carrying up to 50 kilograms of weight, some of the most intense physical exercises in the world, and trials in difficult sea and mountain environments. And let's not even talk about the advanced phase, which turns things up a notch. The result is a trainee skilled in pretty much every commando skill you can imagine. Mountaineering, hostage rescue, combat, swimming, you name it, they've mastered it. The Russian Alpha Group. Also known as Spetsgrupa A, the Russian Alpha Group is a subunit of Russia's special forces, dedicated to counterterrorism and attacking terrorist groups. Their arrest and liquidation, as well as solving the most complex hostage situations in the hijacked planes, buses, trains, and the protection of important people, objects, and events. The Russian Alpha Group has been assigned elite missions ever since its conception. Notably, the 1983 hijacking of Aeroflot Flight 6833 in Tbilisi, the Georgian Soviet Socialist Republic, was thwarted when Alpha stormed the airplane, killing 3 and capturing 3 other hijackers who were attempting to escape to the west, which also resulted in the loss of 5 hostages. The unit also became involved in the ethnic conflicts throughout the Soviet Union in the late 1980s and early 1990s. Sayeret Matkal. These guys are also known as Unit 269, a highly secretive special ops brigade that has a near-legendary status ever since it was founded in 1957, thanks to its deep reconnaissance capabilities and counterterrorism and hostage recovery missions. They rely on secrecy, attacking in small numbers and in disguise, then fading away before the enemy even realizes what happened. They were the ones behind the Entebbe rescue in 1976, when an Air France plane was hijacked by terrorists. The rescue mission took a week to plan and a little over an hour to execute. The disguised task force was airlifted in with Land Rovers and a Mercedes-Benz, and they managed to rescue 4 of the hostages. As the famous saying goes, once the Sayeret Matkal is there, you're already out of time. Navy SEALs. If you've ever wondered which of these elite special units has the roughest training of all, then the Navy SEALs are probably the winner. Before training as a Navy SEAL even begins, you need to perform a minimum of 42 push-ups in 2 minutes, 50 sit-ups in 2 minutes, and running 1.5 miles in 11 minutes. They are the pride of the United States military service. SEAL stands for Sea, Air, and Land Special Operators, thus forming the word SEALs. They are divided into 8 teams, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, and 10. No one knows what happened to 9, and Team 6 exists, but it's not numbered. The SEALs have high-end technology and some of the best field trainers in the world, meaning their trainees end up being some of the most dangerous people in the world too. And that's why the SEALs have earned their spot in the first spot of our list as the most elite military force on Earth. Thanks for watching. Be sure to give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Also, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of our videos. Stay cozy, and we'll see you in the next one.